Hello.
Hi.
How are you? So it's Friday. It's Friday now.
Weird.
Very
I'm not
weird.
sure. I might have dragged it from Friday to today, and so it just kept it as the original day. I don't know. Um, oh, my leg. I've got a tennis ball under my um, hamstring, and my leg is tingling now.
I'm good.
So let's see. I gotta move some things around. So I signed up for the upgraded Zoom so I can record these. And what I'm going to do, I mentioned in the message this morning that if anybody has any questions they want me to answer before, if they're not going to be able to attend, send them. And so I had one, nobody replied back with a question, but I wanted to touch base on shoes. And this is a common question. And the specific question was in regards to shin splints. But I'll say shoes is one of the things I don't really give my clients much advice on in regards to like, you need to try the Nike Wild Horse 5 because I've worn 4 pairs and I love them because it just might not work for you. You got to try, you got to, I usually say go into a running store, try on 5 pairs, and take home the pair that feels the most comfortable for you. Now, that being said, you know it's it's um it's tricky with injuries because I've had great shoes that when I had IT band issues pop up, I had a pair of shoes that I couldn't wear because they would instantly cause my IT band to start hurting, and so I stopped wearing them. Now, who knows, like, up until then I don't know if they caused the problem, but I stopped wearing them. Now, maybe a year later, I could have thrown them back on. Maybe they would have been fine. Who knows? And so, one thing I do recommend is having some sort of shoe rotation. I think it's good for your feet to run in a variety of footwear. And so, I've got everything from zero drop cushioned to uh, probably higher foot, higher heel than toe, pretty stiff, and I've got carbon plated. And so I've got a little bit of everything that I run in. And I think that's probably good for your feet to have some variation. And so that's something to keep in mind is I think that you're able to even run more miles per pair of shoes because you're kind of just like you're not running in the same pair of shoes every time and your feet aren't getting used to the same pair of shoes every time. And so and now like another last thing I'll talk about with this is like, and I've probably told some of you this. This is my third or fourth pair of this pair. I love this shoe. They completely changed it for the next edition. So I just keep getting these off eBay. And this pair was delivered to my house for $36.
There you go.
And so it's
I
saving me
do.
$100 per pair. And I know this pair will work for me every single time. And I'm not like going to the running store, spending $140 on a pair of shoes that might work.
Right.
Where like these, I'm wearing through. Like I'm into the midsole in these, and they just feel good. And so if once you find a pair of shoes you like, just keep buying them. And they get cheaper every time you buy them because I'm just getting them off eBay now. Any risk to running in carbon plated? I do pretty much all of my track tempo type running in carbon plated shoes. And they are actually in about worse condition than that other pair. Like I'm wearing through the outsole on these, and they're missing it's missing chunks of the outsole. I don't know where that went. It's gone. But they just I wear them until they don't feel good anymore. How many miles do I suggest? like I said, I wear them until they don't feel good anymore. I've literally worn through under my big toe a hole through a pair of shoes because I'll put 1,000 miles on them. And that's usually, typically for me is when something breaks on the pair of shoes, then I get rid of them. And so the running shoe companies might not like that or the physical therapists, but for me it's always just been fine to, and I think having the variety of footwear helps with that, because think about if you're running in the same pair of shoes every single run, you're going to wear out this spot more quickly, and over time this extra pronation from the shoe, like literally wearing out here, it'll become exaggerated over time. And so I'm kind of like spreading out the load a little bit by running in 3 pairs of shoes throughout a week. So that's my thought. Those are my thoughts on that. Jason, I don't know if you have something.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I wear out the outer heels
Mm-hmm.
of my shoes really quickly. It's frustrating because then you get to the point that you're literally like this.
Yeah.
So
Hurts the knee.
I find myself going, and then it starts bothering my knees. So I find myself going through shoes in like 300, 400 miles, and it's driving me a bit nutty. Any suggestions? I do rotate. I only rotate between 2 different types, but maybe I'll
Mhm.
increase the number.
Yeah. So something I've thought of, I've never actually done this, is putting shoe goo, is that what it's called? In the areas of, like, if you're like, oh man, I'm wearing out this spot a lot.
Mhm.
Like for me, I've never done this, but I've thought of like just putting a little shoe goo under my big toe. That's where I wear out fast,
Mhm. Mhm.
just from pushing off. So like it could, like, even just putting a little bit under there once every month or two, like it
Yep.
could double the life of the shoe if you're
Yep.
just wearing out that
One
one
spot.
spot.
Yeah.
And think about, like, even I love buying consignment. Like it's just something about, like, I always think reduce and reuse comes before recycle. And so
Mhm.
anything I can do to repair or extend the life of something is just, it makes me feel good. And so, if I could put a little shoe goo, I think that's what it's called, in the spot that
It
wears
is.
heavier, and just like double the life of a pair of shoes, like I think that's pretty cool.
That's a great idea.
So if you try that, I would love to hear how it goes, because I've definitely thought of it. I've just never. I get 1,000 miles out of my shoes, and so I've just never thought to do that. But it has crossed my mind.
I have never gotten anywhere near that. I'm very jealous.
Oh well, thank you.
There's a couple of YouTubers, run tubers that have reported getting 1,000 miles on a single pair of shoes. So I think it's kind of like light bulbs. Manufacturers want to manufacture them to last about 300 miles, but sometimes they make a mistake and they make a shoe that lasts 1,000 miles. My Saucony Triumphs, they last a really long time, and I'm wondering if it's because when they made them, they decided to market them specifically to marathoners.
Hmm.
So they may have thought, okay, let's design this shoe so that the sole isn't trashed in 300 miles. My so the also if my German shoes, blanking on their name. Anyhow, they got
Adidas.
that spongy foam stuff, and then this really thin layer of the hard plastic rubber bit. And as soon as that's worn through, the spongy stuff just disappears really
Yep.
fast. Like a quarter inch will disappear in a month or two.
Yeah. So that harder plastic, that's the outsole, and that's thin right there. And then that green stuff is the softer marshmallow, the midsole. And so I actually, the pair of shoes that I wore through, like under my big toe, they're a pair from Atreyu, and that's these guys, small company out of Austin, Texas, and they didn't even have the outsole. Like it came with no outsole, so super light, like 5 ounces, and probably the most comfortable road shoe I've ever worn. I can't wait until I have to buy a new pair because I'm going to get a pair of those. I'm just waiting until something wears out. But I found these freaking Altras for $40 on consignment at a consignment store. Never had Altras before. I give them a 9 out of 10. Like they don't feel fast. They feel kind of sloppy because they're cushioned. They're zero drop, a little heavy, but I like running in them for my easy days. And so, and I'll probably, I'm not tracking my mileage on them, but I'll probably get 1,000 miles out of them plus.
Cool.
Anybody got experience with these super shoes when they're not? I've only run on them on running days because I feel like I'm running on marshmallows. So, but they're now like 3 years old. So I'm wondering, it's like, does marshmallow type squishy materials have like a shelf life just by sitting on the shelf?
I mean, look at these. These are the original. They're second edition, maybe, of the Nike 4%. And
yeah,
the paint's coming off, but I still really like. They're well beyond their life expectancy, and they still just feel good. So I keep wearing them, and they're not as fast, as snappy as my next percents that I race in, but they're close, and they just. I think a lot of the benefit of the super shoes is that they're light. And you could say these are lighter than when I originally got them because there's outsole missing, and they're stiff.
my experience with them is they're only comfortable to run fast. If I run slow and my vapor flies, or if I'm walking in my vapor flies, that's the worst. But if I'm running fast, it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is comfortable. So I don't know. Maybe that's the whole point of the shoe, is to make it uncomfortable to run slow.
One of the worst mistakes I ever made was for Boston. You have to walk quite a bit before the race. Man, I wish I would have brought like a pair of sandals or donation shoes, because walking in these for, I don't know, like a kilometer before the race really sucked. And there were people that had throwaway shoes or donation shoes. I'm like, oh, that's a good idea. Maybe next time. Because yeah, they're not good to walk in at all. Anybody have anything else non-shoe related or shoe related?
What's since I'm getting back into running after short laps, what's the advice on ramping on back up?
Well, you've done a lot of 1-milers. You did 3 on Monday. 3 on
Everything started
Sunday.
hurting. My like I did the strength workout, and it's like my knees were hurting, and it's like my knees haven't hurt for like years. And then during this period where my activity was ramping down, my hips started hurting. So it's like these are more niggles that I had when I was running higher mileage.
Yeah. So you're signed up for a marathon, Matthew.
Yeah, gotta take it serious.
Yeah, you got to go run 8 miles this weekend. I don't care what else you do. You have to run 8 miles this week. I would say a couple more, 1 or 2 more half-hour, 45-minute runs. Otherwise, I think you've got a good streak going of a mile a day. But you got to run 8 miles this weekend, or else I don't know. I'm not sure what I'll do. I'll be really disappointed. That's for sure.
I'll try to run 2 hours in the morning before work, but then I'll attempt to do it tomorrow, the day after that,
Yep. Go wake up early tomorrow, telling yourself you're going to run for 8. You're going to run 8 miles tomorrow morning.
If there's nothing happening on a Sunday, I can run on a Sunday. It's just if there's something gets in the way on a Sunday morning, then that's just what other opportunities I have. So I don't know. I got to experiment with some alternate 2-hour time blocks in the week, so I'll have more chances to hit it.
Do you does something come up at 6 in the morning on a Sunday?
it's I don't know. There's the Nike just do it, and then there's like it's like why couldn't I just do it? It's like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know. I understand. But like you said, like you got to start getting those long runs in and you got to get them in earlier. And I mean, there's going to be a point when you can't make up the long runs anymore and you've still got the marathon that you're signed up for. And so,
Yeah,
even if you need to do it sometime during the work week, right now it's just 8 miles. That's half of what you'll be doing eventually. And so, whatever you can do to get that 8 miler in, you got to do it.
it's hour and 20 minutes. Actually, hour and 20 minutes. I should be able to do that in the morning if it's not too hot.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna start trying each morning to see if I'm motivated. I'll give me several chances before the due date.
Yep. And if Sunday rolls along, and you didn't get the 8 miler in, like just tell your wife, like, hey, I gotta do this, and I need 2 hours to go run and to shower afterwards. Like I need 2 hours, and because I'm signed up for a marathon, and it's important to me.
I'm worried. What happened to me is it would be like late on Sunday when it'd be 90 degrees out. It's like okay, I
Oh yeah,
don't know
horrible.
if I want to run in 90
Yeah,
degrees. So
yeah. Scheduling, putting the long runs into the calendar, that's a thing. We have I don't do it. I wake up so early that nobody's awake when I do my runs, but
Me too.
it can be, yeah, plugging it in. My group runs, I guess, in the afternoons, like they get put in the calendar.
for 2 hours on the treadmill. Do that
Yeah.
too.
Oh, that's fun.
Hmm.
It's better than 2 hours outside in 95 degrees, but not
Yeah.
not much.
My favorite running is running in the cold in the winter, spring, autumn.
All right.
That's
Best
the best.
best run I've ever had. I was in Fiji, right, which doesn't make it bad. And I was running on a road and there was a typhoon. Like we knew the typhoon was coming, but it was going to glance the island. It wasn't going to be horrendous. So it was a pretty moderate rain, but it was like 75 degrees out and the rain was cooling me. And I was in frickin' Fiji and I just ran and ran. I said, I'm going to go out to Deb, my wife. I said, I'm going to go out and run like 5 miles. I just want to get a run in. And like, I think like 10 miles later, I turned around or 9 miles. I think I did 18 or something. I didn't even realize it. I looked down. I was like, what have I done? But it was in a typhoon, in a legit typhoon. So I hear you, Matt. Running in the rain can be really wonderful.
I should try that, especially in the summer here, because
Yeah. By the way, note to self though, use something to protect your nipples because I paid dearly for that for like 3 days because it was so wet and like chafed. That was not good.
I was gonna I was gonna go there, but if I was gonna do that today, I would run without a shirt, period.
Yeah.
Because yeah, I already accidentally figured out that what happens with the shirt moving around, that hurts.
Yeah. So here's a funny question.
Yeah.
I have a friend who asked me, he said, you have such an overscheduled life. Why are you bothering running a marathon? Why don't you just run a half marathon, which you can go do right now? And I kind of answered because it's there and I want to do it. Like, but I just thought that's a question from someone who's never ran a marathon.
They're 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 really different. You
Oh
can
yeah,
be an amateur and not very well trained up, and you can run
100%.
for an hour and a half, more likely 2 hours, and you might feel a little beat up. But if you want to go run a good marathon, everything has to be pretty much perfect. Your nutrition's got to be in shape. You had to have trained in advance, and there's lots of things that can go wrong. It is like a whole categorically different. I imagine, I've never done an marathon, but I imagine the ultra marathons again are yet another, like, it's just categorically different. It's not just, the
Yeah.
same experience
Ul- Ultras
times
are
a
a little,
larger number.
ultras are a little different in that I look at a road marathon is more difficult than a trail ultra because like a road marathon, like a trail ultra, it's more like, oh, you're going for a walk and you're sprinkling in some jogging, and you have 15 hours or whatever to just like not stop moving forward. Like most of them are walking speed for the cutoff.
Mhm.
And it's like that's kind of like almost a weight off your shoulders.
Mhm.
Like, oh, I can walk and I'll be
Yeah,
fine.
you can walk forever. Exactly.
Yeah. Where it's
Interesting.
like a road marathon would be like, I'm gonna try to run as fast as I can. I'm trying to finish this as quick as I can. And so there's, I think in a way more can go wrong for an ultra because, and of course you could just walk the rest of the road marathon, but you go into the ultra knowing like I'm going to walk a bunch of this and
Well,
it's going
yeah,
to be
when Shannon just did hers and she sent around the times, that's the first time I ever really looked at an ultra time, and I was like, that's, pace wise, totally doable. Could I do it tomorrow without training? Absolutely not.
right.
But it was like, wow, that's much slower than running a marathon.
Yeah. And like you're at aid stations and all that stuff. Um, and so there's a lot of like non-forward movement that can happen at an ultra,
Yeah,
but a lot of it you're just walking. So
yeah, yeah.
Lysandra, are you on a boat right now?
Yes, I'm still
Going?
cruising. Hold on, let me see if I can. Like, I'm still right now. I'm in Honduras.
Oh,
Cool.
cool.
So yes,
All right, you win.
Yeah.
Do you, do you like run on the deck or run at port, or do you run on a treadmill?
here. Well, let me show you. Well, I try to go to the gym, but the gyms were full, so I was running like here,
Oh,
like
cool.
Yeah,
I was.
that's a good track.
Yeah, it goes all the way around. So that's what I did.
That is
That that
awesome.
that is the fanciest track.
So yeah, I've been here since Sunday. Like I've been traveling Saturday. I travel because I live in Puerto Rico. I took the cruise in Florida. So I traveled Saturday. Sunday I got here. I slept around 3 hours on those 2 days. Mind you, on Friday I barely slept because we haven't packed. Sí, otro bote, mi amor. Sorry, my daddy just got here. Sí, mi amor, siéntate. And yes, English is not my first language.
Your your walk, I think yesterday,
I
because the boat
know.
moving, it says you did a 2.5 minute mile.
I know. That's why I
Fast.
go like,
Wow.
and said like did a like 20 miles. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
there's no way I did 20 miles, but it was moving. I'm thinking like next time I'm just gonna put it like indoor run so it doesn't track the GPS because that's what
Yeah.
happened.
It's just funny. I love seeing whenever somebody's on a cruise, seeing the routes like that. It's always so funny. And it just kind of cracks me up. But
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't do all that,
yeah,
but
cool. Well, I
just
appreciate you getting some stuff in while you're away.
yeah, I'm trying to.
Mm,
Trying to mind you, right now we are in the same time zone. So I was
mm,
able to get it on time because it's 3 p.m. right here. Because
cool.
back home is a 2 hour difference.
Mm,
And I was like, oh, let me just get online. And the phone gave me the notification. I was like, oh God, let me just get on. But did I, mommy? Okay. So yes. Not
So
but
I,
mhm.
no, I was gonna ask a quick question Kyle, as you know from our text exchange this morning, I had a really rough night last night. Physically, I
Mm.
felt horrible. I had a stomach bug, right? Um, been fine today, been tired because I got about 3 hours of sleep. So I did the farm chores. For those of you that don't know, I live and work on a farm. So we did the farm chores that had to get done, like the bare minimum. I did about 3 hours of work, and then I've been basically doing desk work the rest of the day. Should I just kind of resume as normal tomorrow, or should I take it easy? Like, what do you think?
I would say if you wake up tomorrow feeling fine, it's just an hour
Just go
run.
back. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cool. Okay,
yeah.
great.
Um, and then yeah, just an hour with some short hill repeats.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. So yeah, I think you should be fine. And this is something I'm glad your reply back to me, Jason, was perfect. And so I'm sure Matt has heard me say this as well, but I think I told Jason when he texted me saying, "What should I do today? I just wasn't feeling great last night." I said, uh, "What would you tell yourself if you were your coach?"
Right.
Asking yourself this question.
Yeah.
And then I also said, if you have to text or you think about asking if you should run or not, that's
Right.
you should
It's right
skip it.
there.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's your answer. And it's hard. I literally tell myself that question because I don't have a coach right now. But I
Right.
literally tell myself, what would I do if I was my coach? And
Yeah.
then I do that because I've been sick since the 5th. This is
Yeah,
the
you've had a tough time.
time being sick immediately after a 5K. And so I posted in the advanced running subreddit about this, and they're like, "Oh, you're running too hard too often with your races. Stop it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I wouldn't let a client, run a 5K at best effort monthly for 3 consecutive months.
Right.
Why do I think it's okay for me to do that?" So
I
it
was
takes
gonna, it's funny. I was gonna say, but I thought it would sound cocky because remember, running for me is kind of a new game. But cycling, I mean, so endurance, I know when I start having that, I'm overtrained. I just know it's just I'm pushing myself too hard. I almost said, perhaps you're overtraining, but I'm like, I can't tell my coach that he might be
no.
overtraining. But
Sometimes I need to hear that, and it was kind of like, yes, I know. So probably not going to race until my half marathon, and I think it's in October. I don't know the exact date. So I'm probably just going to train and not do any races until then, just to give myself a good solid few months without getting sick because it sucks being sick.
yeah, yeah.
And so I did a half hour today. And that's
Mhm.
my first runs since the 4th. And I was sick for almost 2 weeks for the
Wow,
second race, just like not 100% for 2 weeks.
that's
So
awful. That just
yeah,
feels terrible.
so yeah, but it's tough because like I'm having fun. I love racing, and I'm beating my previous bests on these individual courses, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's just too much. Even though it doesn't feel like it, like, oh, this is whatever. It's just, but it obviously it's too much.
right, right. Yeah, the body will tell you so.
Hmm.
Guys, I'm going to sign off because I've got a board meeting I got to get to at 6 on Zoom, and I just want to do some straightening up of the kitchen. It was really great seeing faces.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, have a good one. Nice to
See
see
you,
you.
Jason.
Yeah, take care. Bye.
Mel, what are you up to? Can you talk or are you busy?
Oh, is that for me?
Yeah, just
I'm just
what's
plugging away at work.
yeah. Anything on your mind?
Um, I think, well, somebody had asked about like running a marathon and giving reasons for running one. So I'm signed up for another marathon. I don't remember which number it is, in October. But when I first decided to run a marathon, it was to run the marathon, like just to say that I can physically run for 26.2 miles. But I'm kind of one of those people that like to like I did a 5K and then a 10K and then a half and then a full and then it'll be an ultra. So that was my reasoning for it. It's been really hot in Oregon, so I am slightly regretting that choice to do a marathon in October. because like yesterday it was in the 90s. But that just means I have to be more strategic about getting up earlier to run, which I don't like to do because I will sleep in every time. I will choose sleep.
Mm. When your alarm goes off, you'll,
Yeah.
yeah.
Snooze. And you're
What's
not
that?
supposed to. I'll just hit the snooze button.
Oh, I see.
You know, everybody says like just to get up, like the alarm goes off and your best bet is to get up. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I'll literally lay there and tell myself I will regret not getting up if I
Yeah.
don't get up.
Yes.
I'm gonna
And
tell you, you're lucky if you can go back to sleep. I can't.
Well,
Someone
I
knocked on my
actually don't, right? You're like out of the circadian rhythm, you're not sleeping. It's bad, but
no,
mhm.
like, but I wasn't like, I only slept like 3 hours in like 2 days, and someone knocked because Silly only decided to be on a gifts exchange for the first time, and I took a nap. Someone knocked on my door. I was up. I was done.
Mhm.
oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So, first off, your Matthew is also signed up for the Marine Corps.
Oh,
So,
really? Okay,
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
Yay.
So you guys are gonna suffer through the summer marathon training together.
Hey, that medal is amazing. They did a medal reveal and it is awesome.
Oh, I gotta look
Very
at it now.
excited. Oh yeah, go look at it on Facebook. It is nice.
I'll look it up too. And so, something that helps me is, I don't know if this would help you, is like somewhat, I have an automatic coffee machine. So it starts percolating before my alarm goes off to kind of like
Mm,
allows me a little bit, just like I can kind of hear it down the hallway. That helps.
mhm.
Sometimes I just wake up from that.
Yeah.
Um, and so and it's my watch that vibrates. I have 2 alarms set,
Uh-huh.
and so my watch vibrates, so it doesn't wake up my wife.
Yep.
But that helps me. 2 alarms go off after the coffee machine starts making some noise down the hallway. But obviously, like going to bed early enough. So I mean,
It's huge.
I'm up usually before 5. It's rare I sleep in after 5, but I go to bed before.
Terrible.
I know, but I go to bed. It's because I have a 3.5-year-old, and and he sleeps until 6:30 or 7. So I'm like, I'm going to wake up
Mhm.
as early as I possibly can.
I get that. Yeah.
And so, I go to bed before 10, and I still
Uh-huh.
get 7 hours. And
Yeah.
so, it's just not going to happen if I don't get to bed on time, first of all.
Yep.
I'm trying to find the medal.
I
The
couldn't
medal
find
is
it.
amazing. It's okay. Well, it's the 50th anniversary this year, so they made it even cooler.
Oh, it's going to make me watch a video.
Yeah.
And I fast forward. Oh, that is cool. Oh, it opens.
I don't think I can get mine off from last time. It's like buried in here, but
Yeah,
that
last
was
year's
the
is
one from 2016,
Cool.
and it like opens up and has a whole little thing.
last year it was a single color. There it is.
Yep, that's a cool medal.
Instagram.
Yeah.
I just know that one day I'm gonna have it like medals like all of you guys. One day I will
Oh,
get there. I'm just in the
But
beginners of the beginners.
Well, actually, like I only have 2 medals of all the races I've done. I've only kept 2. I have Boston, and I have my 100-mile belt buckle.
Mm.
Those are the only. I don't have the medal rack like Matt has back there. I don't even take them most of the time. Like if I were to do a big one, I would take the MC, the Marine Corps, but otherwise, like I have posters up from a lot of the events, but I don't know. I don't keep stuff like that. So
Yeah.
some people they like actually. You have is there a medal rack back there too?
Yeah.
He has two.
I have
Holy
two.
cow! Oh my
She has two.
gosh!
She has
Yeah.
three.
Ugh.
Your
Oh yeah,
house is gonna tip over.
my swim team kids made me that one several years ago, so it doesn't hold very much.
Wow, that is impressive.
I like them because for me, I can like my son was actually in here with me this morning asking, like he'd pull one and like, what was this from? And I was like,
Mhm.
oh, that was a relay
Ay,
race, and
espérame, que huele a humo.
yeah.
Sorry.
So I like them, but I have a good friend that does like triathlon and marathons. She actually donates her medals to Medals for Metal, like
Yeah.
METTLE. So she just gives them back and then they donate them to like kids programs that are underfunded.
Yep. That's where some of my medals went at one
Yeah.
point. Like I don't have
Mhm.
my Ironman medal anymore. Like I don't think I do anyway.
I
Um,
I can't
I
believe
feel
you
like
get rid of that one.
I know, but I don't know where it is if it's here. But
Yeah.
I think I looked into that one time and do they only accept marathon
I don't
medals?
know. I don't think so. She's
Okay.
donated like triathlon
Okay.
5Ks, all of them.
Okay. But yeah, I think I've donated some. They just like mailed them off to that
Yeah.
company or whatever.
Hmm.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
I can tell you, my daughter wants to do a 5K now with me because of my last 5K. She saw that I have a medal,
Yep.
Mm.
and she was like, "I didn't know they give up medals."
They
And I'm like,
do.
"Well," so I told her like, "Well, let me check another one because I know back in Puerto Rico they do a lot of 3Ks because it's with like pets and everything.
Mm.
So I might just check when is the 3K close." And I told her like I can sign you up for one, but she wants it just for the medal because she
Hmm.
never thought that she was gonna get a medal. And
Yeah.
last time she was like, "Oh, well, you didn't take me." I'm like, "Beba, I'm sorry, I didn't know you wanted one."
Yeah. Some
Yeah.
people, I know there's a guy here locally, like he won't sign up for a race unless there's a medal. It's like it says cut off.
I was gonna sign up for 8K. Mind you, like almost all of mine's like I send you a message like with all the like, almost I think it was almost everything was 5K and maybe two 10Ks. And but there was an 8K, but we have a rainforest back home and that's just uphill.
Hmm.
My friend is gonna do it. I'm not able to do it because that's the last day of the cruise, so I'm just gonna not gonna be able to be back home. But
Mm.
my friend is gonna do it, and I just told her because I drove there like a week ago, and I just told her good luck because it's just everything is uphill.
Yeah. Yep.
I wanted to
There.
do it because I got the Lola and the Divas, and I'm like, well, it's a good training, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Even all downhill is proposes problems. The crazy looking Hoka shoes with the pointy thing that sticks way out in the heel. I read that was invented because of runners in France that wanted to run down hills. So they were on mountain trails and they went and when you're running down the hill, because it's a awkward, unusual position and distribution of forces, that they invented the classic shape of the Hoka shoes with the great big heels.
Did they get rid of that yet, or are they still making shoes with that?
I think they shifted away from like shoes specifically for running down steep mountains. But yeah, even as of a few years ago, when I first saw a Hoka shoe, it's like, what's with the heel sticking out so far? The heel
Yeah.
doesn't stick down so well. It does because it's a really high stack shoe, but it's really high stack, and then some of them have this pointed thing where the heel
Mm.
just keeps going. It's like, what's up with that? And it's like,
Yeah.
apparently it's to help you with the downhills.
Yeah. I remember seeing those. They looked a little too wonky donkey for me to try, but
I tried,
um,
didn't like them.
they're
I was a Nike Pegasus girl, and I actually wear them to work because they're
oh yeah.
comfortable.
Mm.
But now I fell in love with Brooks because if you buy directly, they have a 90 days
Mm.
guarantee.
Yeah.
So I tried the Brooks. I still love my Nikes, but right now I'm using Brooks. I might just come back. I still have another pair that I use it like for when I went hiking with my cousin. So I use that pair. I'm like, I still love them.
Hmm.
They're old, but
Yeah,
I tried Lucas. That was like a no.
I've never actually worn a pair of the Pegasus, but I know they've been around forever, and it's a good pair of shoes.
It is. I run in them. I switch between Vomero and Pegasus,
Yeah, I've got.
and the Alpha Flies.
Oh
But
yeah,
The thing I like about Pegasus is that I have an outlet mirror, so they're always
yeah,
in sale.
like
that's awesome. Yeah, I love the pigs.
I can't believe I'm such a Nike person, but I never thought like here I am with just three pairs. Yeah, three pairs of Nike shoes. But
They're a good shoe.
yeah, they know how to make. And people complain like, oh, they're so narrow and everything. But
They have wide options.
that's
That
a pretty.
I think I have that pair. Is that a
Yeah,
trail shoe?
yeah.
Yeah. The Wild
Like,
Horse or something.
yeah, this is
Yes,
the
I
Wild
have
Horse
that pair.
Fly. Like this is a
Yeah.
pretty wide shoe.
It's very wide. Yeah, I
And
love it for trail running.
yeah, like obviously that's pretty narrow, but it's
Mhm.
like my foot ends like right there anyway. So, but I mean they're not really that much different than the Ultras. A little
Yeah.
more narrow, but not much. So
I'm surprised that you can wear both a narrow and a wide shoe. If I tried to do the same, my feet would slide all over the place.
yeah, there's a little. My feet move a tiny bit in the racing shoes, like a little bit. The heel will sometimes move a little bit, and I can't wear. I wear my thinnest shoe socks in
Sock.
these, where
Mhm.
I might wear, and I can get away with wearing thicker socks in these. So I do have to be
Agreed.
a little more
Agreed.
mindful of
Yep.
that.
Like for winter running. Actually, that makes sense. If you're wearing like
Like
warm
my
socks.
my pinky toe will kind of not feel great if I wear thicker socks in my racing shoes, my narrow shoes.
Mhm.
So I just have to be careful of that. Let's see. Otherwise, anybody else have anything? We're gonna get some vegan pizza and go to a downtown to like a water thing. Let Quincy go crazy. Oh, let's see. Melissa, I'm going to be in Portland in a few weeks. How far away from Portland are you?
Like an hour or less.
Okay.
It just depends on traffic.
Yeah. So maybe we can go for a run or get coffee or something if you're
Yeah.
available. It'd be cool.
Or what are you guys doing in Portland?
We are pet sitting.
Oh, that's right. I think you told me about that.
Yeah.
Is
So-
it in August that you're coming?
Yeah. Very end of July.
Okay.
And we leave like on August 10th or something.
Oh,
So,
gotcha. Yeah, I'll be around that first week of August.
Cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. We're just
Yeah.
pet sitting a dog.
Yeah.
So nothing crazy. Let's see. Otherwise, does anybody else have anything, or we could wrap it up?
I'm gonna try to do that 8 mile run before the social pressure wears off.
Do it.
We can do it tonight.
Can I do it tonight? If I did it tonight, I have to do it on a treadmill. The weather is 70 degrees tomorrow morning if I can
Oh.
wake up early enough. So it probably makes more sense to do 70 degrees. I can do like 30 minutes on a treadmill, and then it starts to get tedious. I'd have to get myself in the right mindset to do a really long run on a treadmill.
Yeah. You could split it up indoors, outdoors as well. But tomorrow morning would be great. But yeah, definitely get it done. I did 10 hours on a treadmill one time
Oh,
where it was like a snow day. So at school, at college. So I'm like, oh, nothing to do today. I'm not going to study or do homework. So I just went, I ate, I just packed like a bunch of snacks and Sure, I thought would be a good, and I just like
Ultra trail, ultra tread.
And then I take a stopped every hour to refill my bottle and go to the bathroom, but I just ran on the same treadmill. I had to restart the treadmill every hour.
Yeah.
So, but I just took it easy, and I think I did 50, what's 2 marathons, 52.6 miles. Is that right? So
Yeah.
so I did that on a snow day one time.
Wow.
Yeah. And I don't think I like listened to any music or read anything. Like it just ran. It was like I was in the zone for 10 hours.
That's impressive.
That's something. Wouldn't do it again.
Not going to be an annual sport. All right, this
Yeah.
was fun. See you guys around.
All right. See ya.
Thanks.
Bye, guys.
All right. I'm going to log off too. Thanks for stopping by, everybody.